Welcome back, everybody. My name's A Prater54, aka Adam, coach in the Machesney Park Slowpokes. And today I bring you the draft analysis for SBDA Luxury Ball. Today, this is going to be incredibly interesting. I got to choose a very good spot. I was 4th overall in this pick after the smash, so I decided I'm just going to have an early pick as well. In this draft, we also have 125 points for 10 to 12 Mons, and 20 points for Terra for 2 to 3 captains of 3 types of our choosing. And without further ado, we are going to hop on into this. And if anybody can recognize the theme, well, we're taking you back to literally the 1990s. This is very, very old. But first, overall, I decided to take Iron Valiant for 20 points. So, I finally got the draft Valiant again. Maybe 26 drafts later. Second draft overall of this gen was Iron Valiant. And this was before anybody knew how to properly use this mod. So I've been trying for a while. And we have it again. And I look forward to using it. Monstrous special attack stat and attack stat plus booster speed, booster special attack, booster attack, you name it. Mon can do what it needs to do. Access to Calm Mind, knockoff, Trick Room, excellent priority coverage, excellent physical and special coverage. It can run mixed. All in all, well worth the 20 points for this mon. And I absolutely love it. And immediately as soon as I start, there is an ad. We skip. And Iron Valiant is going to be my breaker and late game cleanup. I just gotta do what don't do what I did last time and send her out too early to get blown the fuck back. It's pretty much that simple. As long as we can keep her alive, we can send her in late game to clean up. So we'll see how this goes. And with this team, how it turned out, foreshadowing, we'll most likely not have to run booster or boots. Stay tuned for what that means, and it's about to get spicy. For round number 2, and for 19 points, one second, I'm having technical difficulties. I ended up taking Ting Lu. Ting Lu was 16 points overall. So I finally got to draft this mod, and it's been around for a while. Having a bulky ground and dark type is going to be a new experience for me. And honestly, having access to rocks and spikes is massive. Being able to whirlwind my opponents out, incredibly good. Ruination, cutting them down 50% of their health. Very, very good. Earthquake, Throat Chop, Heavy Slam for fairy types. All very, very good. And with how tanky this thing is, you can run a surprise weakness policy set and be able to smack things. I don't know if this mon gets Trailblaze. That's what I'm looking up right now, because I'm not sure. It does not get it. I don't think it gets any setup moves in general, because like I said, this is my first time using Ting Lu. So we're going to see if I can do this thing justice. This is my bulky pivot out with my frail mons to avoid having something be nuked. And it can punish my opponents. I'll take it. All in all, fantastic ability, fantastic typing, and we are going to see how this goes. For 17 points and round 3, I decided to take another unfamiliar bond to me because I wanted to see how overly broken it is. We have Ogre Pawn Hearthflame. Mold Breaker forces ability Shield, otherwise I punch through Flash Fire Mons. I punch through Sap Zipper Mons. Incredibly valuable. If I need to bust through, I will. This allows me to also Will-O-Wisp Flash Fire Mons. Well, they're fire types anyways, but you get the gist. Actually, no. It allows me to burn Baxcalibur because it ignores the thermal exchange. That is incredibly valuable. This also gets access to spikes, gets access to Trailblaze, SD Leech Deed, Knockoff. You can remove items. That's already 2 mons. That's getting rid of things. Incredibly good. Ivy Cudgel has a chance to crit and is incredibly strong. So nothing really wants to switch into strong fire and grass stab unless it's a dragon type, and for that I get Play Rough. If I can force any SD at the base 110 speed that this is at, that is incredibly valuable. For our next pick, we decided, because it was still there and we're like, why? And this is what changed the entire aspect of this team. I blew my load on Iron Bundle. Again, back-to-back seasons, I have Bundle. But this time I have ways of punching through the bulky waters that want to stop me with I am drawing a blank. Iron Valiant and Ogre Pawn. I literally had their names in my head. Bundle is 19 points. So I am top heavy as all hell by now, but I have base 136 speed. This is my fastest mod. Valiant's 116 and Ogre's 110. So that is incredibly good speed-wise. Honestly, my speed tiers are kind of decent until you get to the very bottom. We'll discuss that later. But bundle access to Freeze, Dry, Taunt, Encore, Flip Turn, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump is incredibly valuable. I can also do the Whirlpool Encore to just lock my opponent in and have them be able to do nothing. And yeah, it hits relatively hard. And hopefully I can do a little better with it this time. Gotta love ads. And we are going to hop on into our next mon. We are going to keep that there. Alright, so next round we took our first Terra Captain for 11 points. We have Reverum. We have Terra Shift Gear. If we weren't fast enough already at base 90 speed, let's double that and just end the game at +1 attack. Incredibly good. We are Terra. Grass to remove our ×4 weakness to ground. Fairy to be able to smack dragons in the face and resist dark priority and fighting priority. And we are Terra Fire to prevent ourselves from being burned and to be able to punch opposing steel types without having to run overheat. All in all, incredibly good. I run Terra Fire, they run Wisp. Alright. I shift gear in your face, I'm no longer burned. And then I immediately just plow through you with Gunk Shot. Or Poison Jab. This gets access to Parting Shot, Temper Flare. This gets which is incredibly good. High Horsepower. Alright, I have a physical ground move. I'll take it. I can clap cheeks. Fuck your fire types. I'm gotta go fast. We're gonna rev a room ourselves to victory and see if we can actually use this mod. This is one I've been trying to get. All of Sword and Shield. I finally have it. So I finally have Tinglu. I finally have Reverum. Alright, I will take it. It is well worth the 11 points. And honestly, worth it. 100%. Oh, it even gets access to Toxic and T-Spikes. So that allows me to set up on my opponent's face, which is incredibly, incredibly good. And, where's Rev? We're gonna keep the mini guy over here. So, honestly, I was surprised. We got all the way into the next round, and I was like, you know what? If it's there, I'm gonna do the same thing I pulled with Bundle. I am getting Annihilate, aka Joe Hendry. Because I'm going to put my faith in Joe Hendry again to actually put in the finest of work with its base 90 speed tier, access to rocks, gets access to Defiant to prevent my opponent from spamming Intimidate into me, which is also incredibly, incredibly valuable. And we are going to pop off with it. You got Drain Punch, we got Encore, we got Final Gambit. I am base. What's my HP? 110 HP, so anything less than that that's not a Ghost type or Focus Dash gets absolutely nuked by a max HP Final Gambit. So I can just say fuck your Terror Captain and just go nuke. Alright, if that's Joe Hendry's one job, he's going to be clapping his way out. Alright. Next, we decided to take our next Terra Captain for 9 points. We have Cycloboid, aka what swept me in FCA playoffs, is now here and a Terra Captain. We are Terra Fairy to resist fighting and be immune to Dragon, as well as resist Dark, Bug, and what's the last? I think that's it. Ghost is to have a fighting immunity and to stop opposing spin block, as well as give me a way to hit psychic types pretty damn hard and opposing ghost types without having to run knockoff. I can just smack them in the face. This allows me to hit mons like Glow King and Glow Bro as well, besides knockoff. So now they have to choose between Colberberry and Kasib, which is fine. And Terra Dragon is just to have a stab outrage. It's as simple as that. I shift gear in your face, there's no fairy or steel in my way, I outrage the entire team. I have doubled shift gear express and booster out the ass. And I look like a mad scientist that spent too much time in the damn kitchen. So that is Cyclizar, aka Cycloboid. And we are going to hop on into our next mon. Alright, so next we decided to get some removal so it's not all forced onto Cyclizar. We ended up getting 7-point Braviary Hisui. I debated for a while because at the end of the draft I had 2 points left over on getting Articuno Galar instead, but it does not get defog. But this is here just to get defog. This is my third slowest mon at base 65. The only thing that's slower than it is Ting Lu and one of the upcoming mons. But all in all, Esper Wing with Tinted Lens is broken. We've got Hurricane, we've got Air Slash, Heat Wave, we've got Icy Wind, we've got Psychic, we've got Dazzling Gleam. If the mon resists it, it takes double damage. We have access to Sheer Force, Calm Mind, Agility, Tailwind for the team, which is incredibly valuable. Do not sleep on Tailwind into fast offensive banded Ting Lu. I will say that. I will literally I will eject button myself. Sorry. Yeah, it's eject button myself. Tailwind. Go hard into Ting Lu and smack you in the face. I don't care. This allows me to have speed control, and I can't remember, but does this also get... do I get Trick Room with this? No, I do. I get Tailwind, I got Trick Room on Iron Valiant, and I got Whirlwind on this. So I can spin you out into hazards and be a sponge and an absolute demon. But this is a fail-safe in case I need hazard removal. This thing has a decent special attack stats of 112 with base 65 speed. It's pretty good. It's got 110 HP, but 75 in it. 70 in its defenses, which isn't the greatest. But if it's able to set up, roost off the damage, and start being a little annoying damage spiral, I will take it. Next, we decided to not learn from our lessons. And we got Nut and Mommy again. The Pink Urchin. And those of you that haven't seen it last time, I pulled off Cussed Up Berry Reversal and blew back a Terra Normal Entei, which was absolutely hilarious. I will take it. Being able to set spikes, T-spikes, Thunder Wave, have access to Lightning Rod as well, which is perfect for my bundle for the weeks I do not need to run Electric Terrain. But when I want to run Electric Surge, this stops bundle from having to run Booster, Boots, still get its speed. Valiant does the same thing, which is absolutely amazing, and it prevents my entire team from falling asleep. So you can't yawn me and have me not try and set up in your face now. If it's touching the ground, you can't yawn it. Braviary, I'm sorry, but you will get cooked. So, all in all, for honestly 5 points, Pink Urchin was well worth it for the rest of this team. I'll take it. Like, just the amount of support that this thing can give, access to Scald, which is a potential burn, Body Slam, T-Wave, Discharge. Yeah, just get a random para and it cripples the team. I'll take it. Okay, set T-Spikes. You want to swap in and not have a poison type? Well, now it's poisoned, which allows this team to prosper even further. And last but not least, what was originally a Cloth, one of my favorite shinies this gen. Probably I had swapped it out for one of my favorite all-time shinies, and I wish I had a plush of. We got Lycan Rock Dusk. Sorry, Midnight. I love this thing so much. Just the design in general. I just wish it wasn't so goddamn slow. Like, it's a rock type with base 82, but this gen, that is not enough. But it has access to No Guard. No Guard Stone Edge is going to be absolutely massive in games. Especially if I need to hit something and not miss. If I need to fuck up a Zapdos, I will gladly run Choice Scarf and just shit its teeth in. Or collapse its beak, depending on what I'm hitting. But all in all, that is the team. I'm going to cut off the music because I got tired of the ads. Tell me what you think down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys for week 1.